So the vehicle as we see it is a responsive website, and I'll touch on what that is. The use of web apps to create productivity in your business and to reduce the amount of time and overhead that you're paying for tools nowadays. Mobile applications for your business so that anybody, Jazz is on his phone right now, he can access your data. You're sitting here, you might be on one of your websites. Optimized and relevant content, you must be delivering the message that the person wants to hear. As Shane was telling us earlier, or Robert was telling us earlier, we're going after the people who believe what we believe, and they're searching for what you believe. And so by having that relevant and optimized content, you will find each other, or they will find you. A social presence. Social is huge, and I will show you some numbers of the stats of how many people use social and what are the largest social networks, but it's becoming the new way to communicate, and it is the future for businesses to get their message out and continue to interact with their customers. And then a well-built search marketing campaign is necessary for getting your message out, because some people might not know how to find you, but if they're searching a certain keyword, which Derek will touch on, you can access them through other channels. So we all pretty much know what a website is, but a traditional website where we just put information on is no more valuable than an old stone tablet. It's non-responsive, it doesn't act, it has no functionality, it's just words on the page. So, although I touched about responsive websites, responsive websites work with the user. They work with the user's device that they're accessing it on, and they have a little bit more functionality to allow your website to be fresh and updatable very easily. So your website can look like this on a widescreen monitor, and on a smaller monitor look like this, a laptop that looks very similar. Mobile device, you can see how it shifts the colored boxes in order to fit the layout of the device, and it does the same thing with the mobile phone. And the menus actually change with the width of the device. And this is one of the easiest ways to have a website that's mobile friendly. And it does, and this is all done through style sheets and design stuff as well. Now, web applications. These are the applications that are mostly free to use, and they help with productivity. We believe in Google, and we use a lot of their services. We use Google Calendar, Google Docs, and pretty much our business, when we need to communicate with each other, is run through the Google infrastructure, and it costs us nothing. Shane or Robert can be online in another city, and we can work on the same document at the same exact time and share real-time information at no cost. Trello is a great list building and organization mini project management tool. Dropbox is great for sharing files that are larger than your email client can send, and they're accessible from any device. Evernote is one of the new hottest things to be on the market. You can take a picture, you can make a note, and it's instantly updated. It goes to all of your devices that have Evernote on it. It's amazing. Prezi is a web app for presentations like this one, developed through the internet so you can spread them around. And FreshBooks is an online web app for accounting. Now, what are mobile apps? Mobile apps are software applications that are designed to run on mobile phones, tablets, and other devices. What is the benefit of having a mobile application today? The benefits are that more than 110 million people at the end of June had a smartphone that they will be using to access and search for your information. It is the next generation communication platform, mobile devices, and you have easy click to call. So if I was to visit your website, I could easily just press your number and instantly I'm calling you. And click for directions as well, put them right into my GPS. With more than 110 million people using smartphones in June, what are they doing? More than 45% of them are making digital purchases. They're buying clothes and accessories, tickets, daily deals, and gift certificates, and many more. And this is going to increase and increase as we become adopted mobile devices. So what are the easy ways to become mobile friendly? The easy ways are to develop a responsive website and build with mobile in mind first. Okay, so what I would like to do now is I would like to introduce a gentleman who is one of the nation's leading search marketing experts. He has, his work in lead generation has led to the acquisition of 2 companies, and through internet strategy, the last acquisition was over $65 million. And this gentleman, he really sets the bar high, and this is Derek Marvin.
Thank you, Jeff. I will try to live up to that very auspicious introduction to the best of my ability. So a little background. I came into the world of online marketing at a very interesting time. I was studying radio and television at San Francisco State University, specifically critical analysis of the electronic media, lots of psychology, how do people learn from media. At the same time, I was interning for Clear Channel, applying traditional media in the very real sense of the word, when I found online marketing. It was paid search specifically. And I knew at that moment that we were going through a communication renaissance. We were literally seeing a shift in the plane of reality from a very physical, traditional marketing world to a digital platform. And I was able to watch it unfold as well as participate in creating that system. So I've had a very rare opportunity to be able to do that and to be able to help shape it. And I'd love to share some of what I learned with you guys today. I don't have much time to get technical, but I want you to understand why this stuff is so important. And if you have questions, you can follow up with me, with the guys at Capital or CCF Universal, and we're happy to answer questions for you. Before we can do that, though, I want to just briefly discuss what is marketing, because once we know what marketing is, we can see why we have to be online. So what is marketing? Understanding who your consumers are, where they are, how they speak, and how they interact with the world. And then putting your organization in the best possible position to have presence where they are, to speak with them in a way that they understand, and to interact with them in a manner they are used to. So that being said, why go online? Well, everybody's online now, right? Sheer volume. I'll give you a couple examples. Last month, and these are just an example of a single keyword, 24.9 million people searched for insurance. 2.2 million people searched for plumbers. 1 million people searched for men's shoes. 90,000 people searched for business consultants. And 40,000 people searched for rubber ducks online. And I threw that last one in there because it's honestly the most random thing I can think of, just to show you that anything that you can think of, people are probably looking for it. And also it's very scalable. So if you have a company that caters to 24.9 million people and can handle that volume, great, we can do something for you. If you have a smaller company that sells rubber ducks, that's cool too. There's 40,000 people looking for that, we can scale that. With search engine marketing, you get a captive, qualified, non-solicited audience, right? In the past, if you wanted to buy a product, find a new restaurant, get directions, you might ask a trusted friend or colleague. I'm not saying that doesn't happen anymore, but in great volume, that colleague, that trusted friend has become search engines like Google, like Bing. You are the trusted resource. So by having someone go online and go to Google and look for your product, and your site ranks highly, they're captive already because they've gone to a resource to find you and they found it. They're qualified because they're searching for your product already. And they're non-solicited. We didn't go after them, they came to us. So that's very powerful. We just covered that. Results in the search engine report landscape are seen as highly trusted resources because Google's referring to you, and there's nobody more popular than Google right now. Except maybe Facebook. It's measurable. The data that you can gain from search engine marketing is so measurable and so segmentable, if that's a word. I've never seen anything like it. The world has never seen anything like it. Anything you want to know from online marketing, you can find out. With radio and television, can you definitively say, yes, someone saw my radio or heard my radio ad, saw my television ad, and they bought a product? You can't definitively say that. You might see a bump if you study your quarterly reports and that correlate to a marketing campaign. And even if you can verify that, can you say how many of those people came back? How many of those people bought another one of your products? How many of those people referred one of their friends to buy one of those products? So on and so on. With internet marketing, you can definitively. And you can see how much it costs. You can see in what numbers. You can project how it'll work next year. It's completely measurable, and with data, you can do anything. Market research. Simply by studying keywords like the ones that I just outlined, you will know what the market wants. If you have a rubber duck company, and you go online and you're doing keyword analysis, and you find out that half of the people looking for rubber ducks want green rubber ducks, well, hey, we just created a new revenue stream for you. Let's market rubber ducks. Let's add that to the website. Let's get these people finding the product so that you can generate business. The thing is not working. Competitive intel. By paying attention to what your competitors are doing in the search engine landscape, you will definitely gain insight into their business model. You will know what their strategy is if you know what you're looking for, and you'll know where the holes are, and you can react accordingly. You can even be very strategic and block them from gaining insight into your market and gaining a hold on your market. And my favorite part of this whole thing is that it's completely malleable, right? Anything that you want to do, you can do. If you have a very small company, that's okay. You can put a budget cap, you can put a volume cap. If you want to spend $100 a month, you can. If you want to target one zip code, you can. If you want to do a content display network campaign because you're focused on branding and you want your logo, as we learned are so important, to appear on Forbes' website, thereby getting that subconscious connection that yes, these people are a legitimate business venture, you can do that. Anything you want to do, you can do it. It's amazing. And it's just going to get better as time goes on. I get so excited about this stuff because it really does inspire me. It's crazy what you can do right now online. So we were talking about search engine marketing, but what is it really? It's a modern marketing technique whereby the results pages in search engines such as Google or Bing can be used by organizations to highlight their product or services to a uniquely interested and qualified market. There are two real segments of search engine marketing. PPC, pay-per-click advertising, utilizes auction systems like Google's AdWords in order to achieve high rankings in search engine results pages, thereby putting themselves in prime position to reach their consumers. Using pay-per-click advertising in conjunction with the next thing we're going to talk about, I have been able to reach, I can't tell you exactly how many because of non-disclosure agreements, but let's just say millions of leads have been generated using this. Hundreds of millions of people have seen our website using paid search marketing, and we did it with ROI in mind. So if we wanted revenue, we could get revenue. If we wanted profit, we can cater to the market. If we wanted volume, hey, let's spend $1 million and get 100 million people to the site. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. And then SEO, search engine optimization, is basically ensuring that your website is built and managed in such a way that the organization is laid out properly both in the coding and on the site so that it's compliant with the algorithms. Because if the algorithm can't find your site, it doesn't matter how many people are searching for you. And what are search engine marketing experts, if not navigators, creating a pathway between the consumer and your site? SEO and paid search are the tools that we utilize in order to do that. And you cannot have a good paid search platform without a good SEO platform. Because SEO lends to your quality score of your website, and Google algorithms look at your quality score before serving your ad because they want you to be a resource because they're recommending you. Full circle. So here's how it works. And you've probably all seen this. And I was thinking, what could we use as an example? There'd probably be a ground podium in the room, and lo and behold, we've got a ground podium right there. So it worked out. Someone goes online and says, hey, I want a ground podium. An ad impression occurs. This is called an impression anytime someone sees your ad. Organic would be down here. The top three, as well as all the ones along the side, are paid clicks, meaning people are in an auction saying, I'm willing to spend anywhere from 5 cents to infinity in order for someone to get that click. And then you got someone like me behind the scenes saying, okay, that worked, that didn't work. We can invest this much for a 10% profit margin, or lower the rankings, get this much volume, and get a 50% profit. Whatever you want, you can do it. I think I beat the horse on that one. I won't say it again. Someone clicks on it, and then they land on your landing page. That's the first page they see on your site. And then hopefully, if you've done it properly, the desired action that you want occurs. In our business, and I'm speaking of Bankrate, I'm the director of search engine marketing at present for Bankrate Insurance. Our desired action is we want you to fill out a lead form so that we can connect you with an insurance agent. So we optimize our ads accordingly, we optimize our landing pages accordingly, and we achieve very successful conversion rates. If you're selling something, you can do the same thing. If you're looking to brand, you can have a very, very